Hey, everybody, welcome back to Physical Therapy Private Practice Secrets of the Top 10%. My name is Brian Gallagher. I'm your host. I'm a physical therapist, have been for going on 29 years now, which is kind of crazy. And this week, what I want to do is have a conversation with you guys, really an in depth conversation with yourself, to be honest, about is your career in alignment with your life goals? As I'm now 53 and I look back over my life, I realized a lot of things about where I've been and what I've done that have been in alignment and several things that fell out of alignment. And every time that happened, I was probably at my lowest level of happiness when that happened. So, as we look at your career and as we look at being a physical therapist and what it is that you can do to live the happiest life possible and be more at cause and less the effect, I think we really have to come back to this question. We really have to get rooted in what are your personal life goals and are they actually in alignment today with how you're actually living your life on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month. And 1/3 of your life is going to be spent sleeping. 1/3 of your life is going to be spent with your family and doing recreational things. And 1/3 of your life is going to be spent working and developing yourself professionally. So that's a huge chunk. And is that third actually supporting the other two, right? Because obviously if you're not sleeping or spending time with your friends and family, you're probably not too happy anyways. And it's the same thing like when I talk to you guys. And if you're a staff physical therapist right now or a clinical physical therapist and you're looking to become a private practice owner and you have all of these worries and concerns and all these problems, barriers, that are pushing back on you. And I would say to you, like, did you get married? I mean, you never did that before, right? But you did that. Do you have children? Now you're a parent, you're a husband and a mother and maybe a wife and a father or any combination thereof. It didn't stop you from doing that. You knew in your heart that you wanted more in your life as in a companion, hopefully first, and then children, hopefully second. And you followed that order and then you acted upon it and went through the actions that you needed to make it go right. And there's no manual, there's no way to really know the right way, but you looked at it, right? And you examined it and you did some reading and some books and you had some life experiences and it just didn't hold you back from going to that next chapter in life. And I don't want you to be held back, holding yourself back from going to the next chapter in life professionally in your career, because the more you can operate at work and in your professional life at cause, where you're causing things to happen, you're building your future, you're laying down the asphalt of the road that you want to travel down. When you're an employee, which is fine, I mean, if you want to do that and collect your 401k and have your benefits and you're happy with somebody else dictating, to you what those are, and you don't resent it, then by all means be that and be the best one of those that you possibly can. I mean, that's where literally 90% of the people will be start to finish in their whole life, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you see more for yourself and you feel that you're capable of more inside, then get coaching, get connected to people. I mean, that's what Meg Business Management's all about. That's why I run Meg Academy with Nicole. That's why we constantly put in new material, new data, new products, new training, because we want to develop your skills in life. I want to develop your life skills. That's why this episode is so dear to my heart, because if your life isn't aligning with your career, then you have the pure definition of stress. Do you have the work-life balance that you desire for yourself and for your family members? Do you have that now? Are you getting the financial horsepower you need? I mean, look at your bank account. Like, think about your bank account. At what rate of growth is there money chiming into that bank account? Because the more growth, the more horsepower, the more freedoms you can buy. You see, the rate of income savings and income horsepower you build allows you to do more of those things in life that you're very passionate about. And why work if you're not able to achieve the things you're passionate about in life? Why work if it doesn't afford you the freedoms and meet the goals and desires you have had in your head and brain and heart for your life? That's why you work. And if you like what you do and you're enjoying what you do, that's the perk, right? That's the added benefit. Like, I love what I do and I love the fact I get paid for what I do. But the balance between, like, it doesn't feel like work to me because I'm doing something I'm very passionate about and I'm being exchanged with appropriately, so then I can do in my, recreational family time, do the other things that I love to do. Once you know your life goals, like literally sit down with your spouse or yourself and identify what your life goals are, work backward from those life goals and develop a Gantt chart. Like Google Gantt charts. For those of you in Meg Academy, you get one for free. Just download it out of the file vault. Build a life Gantt chart. Some people call it a dream board or whatever. There's all these kinds of words for the similar things. But I don't think that spells out the steps and actions and timelines that it takes to get there. I think it just kind of puts things in front of you that you want to strive for. I want to be more objective than that. Build a Gantt chart for your life. Where is it? How do you see it? Like, I literally said to myself, before I turn 40, I want to not have to work anymore. I want to be successful in the profession that I've chose. And I mean, I was like 12 years old when I decided this. I want to be 40 years old and independently wealthy in a way, not like, oh, I don't have to work again, but in a way that I don't feel the pressure of having to work again. Like, I've done well enough that I could, like, follow my dream and passion and work to the level that is under my jurisdictional decision making, not somebody else's. And I achieved that. And now I'm 53 and it's just even better because I'm working with all of you and I'm helping more people and touching thousands of more than I ever did before. Here's some of the most important statistics and some of the most important data points that you have to have under your belt if you're going to be successful in private practice. What is the average reimbursement per visit? Do not open in Nashville or Chattanooga or Orange County, California, if you don't already know what the average reimbursement per visit is in your community, in your neighborhood. What's available to you in the network? Like, can you get in network with insurances? You got to ask people. I mean, ask us. Have a practice. I know the average reimbursement throughout the entire United States. Ask us. I can help you with that. I can help you get that. But you need to know this. How much money do you want to make as a business owner? And this is important. I have people coming to me and say, Brian, if I make $100,000 a year as a private practice owner in a 2,500 square foot space, I am stoked, man. And I'm like, I'm not. I have staff physical therapists, clinical directors making that. And you're going to open up this bricks and mortar and leverage some money with an SBA to make that? I'm not okay with that. That's not okay. And this is not all about the money, but my goodness, your family's going to ride this rocket ride with you and you're not going to strive to make 150, 180, 200, 250? I mean, the average standalone, freestanding physical therapy private practice owner is between 150 and 250. Don't sit here and go through this journey and shoot for what you can make as a staff therapist. That doesn't make sense. Anyways, and it's not because it's greedy. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, you need to make money because you got to replenish what you're spending. You got to build up the coffers and put money back into the business and take care of your family, right? How much does it cost to operate pre and post in the first 2 years of private practice? You need a pro forma. You need to build up pro forma. You need to know what to outsource and what to keep in-house. There's 5 things you outsource: bookkeeping, billing, credentialing, accounting, and legal. You do not take that internally. That is not physical therapy. That is not physical therapy, folks. Stop even thinking about being the do-it-yourselfer and I'm going to make this all go right. Do you know you got federally mandated terms and conditions on compliance and ethics that you absolutely have to meet? And if you're dancing around, pumping out your own claims and posting some payments, and then you're like, oh, I'll do the credentialing 18-page paperwork and I'll get on the websites and beat my head with a wooden spoon. That is not where you should be spending your time. You have 3 major priorities: exchange and abundance for overwhelming staff experience, exchange and abundance for overwhelming patient experience, and exchange and abundance with everyone in your community, including your referral sources, so that you're building a brand that people think affectionately about, that they think fondly of. You've got to abandon your do-it-yourselfer attitude. It is the biggest anchor you will ever tie around your neck. I did it. I was that guy. I was in the ceiling tiles running Cat 5 cable. I was painting the walls in my own clinic. I was doing, and all of that took me away from my family when I had more important things to do as a CEO, when I could have just paid somebody to do that.